things have never been so swell. I have never found a well.
Hey everybody, it's Wallguy, and I'm here to give you a fair advanced warning. If you've been on the fence, or if this is your first visit to my channel, watching one of my videos or Meowth's videos, I suggest you subscribe now because big things are coming. Warfighter's coming, and we've got some other surprises, so make sure and subscribe so you don't miss out on the fun. Seriously, I don't ask for subs often, but I think you're not gonna want to miss what's coming next. So make sure you hit that sub button up there and fasten your seatbelts. If you're a long-time subscriber already, well, good stuff is coming, so you're in the right place. Stay tuned. I also wanted to mention that you can follow us on Twitter. I haven't mentioned that in a while, so for a lot of you new people, if you hadn't heard yet, you can go ahead and check the link in the description and follow our activities there. Alright, well, I'm real excited to bring today's topic to you. I hinted at it some time ago. The whole teamwork is a lie concept, and I know I've mentioned Meowth and my legendary teams in Rainbow Six Lockdown, how we were pretty much unbeatable, like literally. So am I being inconsistent here with what I'm saying? No. What I mean to say is teamwork as you know it is a lie. Get a better feel for what I mean by the general perception of how teamwork should be done. Let's talk about that model a little bit. Most of these people who play together in teams, in clans, or just with some friends, whatever, they're supposed to be a really good team. They would tell you that direct communication is key. You want to talk over TeamSpeak so you can communicate constantly. You got to be quick and frequent with your callouts. Always update the rest of your team on where enemies are, what's happening, if you die, all that kind of stuff. You need to plan strategies. You got to have contingency plans when things go wrong, and you got to practice your specific strategies for each level so you can, have that perfect tactical advantage. Sounds good, right? Well, these methods will fail against teams with a couple elite players on it. These methods are all a lie. They do not make the ultimate team. And your mind's probably reeling a little bit like, what? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Well, let's explain. To really understand why that isn't the ultimate form of teamwork, you really have to understand the mindset of an elite player, a true elite player. A true elite player will, good players get big scores, good scores, whatever, but true elite players aren't thinking much about their score. They're thinking at every moment throughout the game how they can do the right thing to make their team perform better. They aren't trampling all over their team in some crazed bloodlust, trying to run up their kill count or push for the best KDR or get the most score points. None of these things are their primary objective. Their primary objective is to win, and they're not afraid if their score goes to hell as a result of the sacrifices they've got to make to get their team that victory. So for example, let's say you're in a struggle with a tough team and you keep losing Bravo on a map, and you really need Bravo to maintain control of the map. A true elite player will dive right in there and continually retake Bravo, even though it's not safe, even though they'll often die in the process of taking it, even though their teammates are not helping them. They're just staying back scared. But you know what? Without having Bravo, you're probably going to lose that round because the other team will control 2 flags for the majority of the round, and that's that. It doesn't matter if you have a great score and a great KDR. It's over because the other team is going to win, and elite players don't stand for that. They will not protect their own score at the expense of a loss. Playing the right way helps you gain a instinctive sense for making the right move at the right time. You'll instantly fill in the gaps where your team is weak and failing, creating a strong point where there was a weak link. And when something goes wrong for your team, you'll be there instantly, improvising, making the right move without a thought, without extra communication, without all that time wasted. Take a look back at the video where Meowth and I were playing together at the same time. There is no direct communication about enemy position or any kind of strategizing. Instead, what we do is play off of each other. We recognize what the other has covered and we complement their efforts as best we can. This leads to us taking different parts of the map simultaneously rather than being in the same spot trying to achieve the same spawn trap in the same place. You can see that great teamwork is organic, it's not synthetic per se. So put a couple of elite players on one team against a whole team of very good players who do things the other way, and the elite players will actually shut them down. It'll be pretty ugly, trust me. Let's get back to that first example of teamwork, the one that most people believe in. Here's an example. Someone on the team takes a death at a key strategic location. Now, to do their plan right, they need to react with a smartly planned counter. But even with a quick call out using some perfectly formed shorthand communication, things are slow because the elite players are improvising and reacting and doing the right thing immediately. And all it really takes to defeat these other teamwork teams is to add enough factors in there that it causes a situation that they didn't plan for, and before you know it, there's a little bit of chaos, there's a rush to cover, but they can't do it. They don't have a plan, they don't know what to do, communication falls apart, and the elite players are just playing like they always play. They don't even think about it, they're tearing you apart, it's game over. Back in our Rainbow Six lockdown days, Meowth and I often went up against some of the highest ranked, highest skilled players who would spend hours and hours together in an empty server by themselves, game planning for us. It was such a curiosity to people that we literally just never lost. We were unbeatable, that everybody, wanted to put that target on us. They wanted to be the team to put us to bed, show us that they could take us down. And they would spend all this time in the empty lobbies, setting up plans, working together, and then we'd play them, and well, big time slaughter. We would just destroy them, and that's because no matter what plan you make, it's never going to be as quick or as smart or as reactive as instinct. And so many times they were certain, they were just absolutely certain, no matter what we said, that we must be communicating over TeamSpeak. There's no way we could communicate that well unless we were on TeamSpeak, but they just didn't get it fundamentally. And it's tough to explain to people because the perception out there is of a very different form of teamwork than we preach. And why should they believe us, Well, I mean, our track record shows that we're very, very good with what we do. And what we say seems to ring true. It was universally true in Rainbow Six Lockdown, and lately we've been playing together a bit more in Medal of Honor and seeing the same result actually. In the past month or two that we've started to play together a little bit more, we have not lost a complete round together at all, and no matter how stacked the other team is, it's just a fucking whitewash. It's dominance. And it's all from using these untraditional methods of teamwork. And if you want to develop a strong sense for these methods, make sure that you play to complement your team, not just to run up your score.